BBC Radio Humberside.
Make a difference.
Challenging time if you've lost work as a result of the pandemic or furloughed and facing an uncertain future. But Timebank Employment Riding is launching a new redundancy support programme which could help you find the silver lining. Holly Walton is an employment mentor for the programme, which is called Future Shift. Morning, Holly. What's Timebank?
Morning, James. Thanks for having me. Time banking it's a membership organisation and a mechanism for exchanging skills. So anything that you can measure in time, like walking a dog or teaching someone how to write a poem, for example, it can be offered in exchange for time credits from other members. So it's a sort of practical way for people to foster community spirit and for people to help one another.
Bypass cash altogether then. I mean, it's a really good idea, this.
Yeah, so it's a sort of alternative mechanism, and it started out in the area around 2011 when austerity from the previous economic downturn was sort of really starting to bite in the city, and it was a sort of practical way for people to come together easily.
That's a good idea. And you've got this new programme on the go now, a redundancy support programme. How does it work? We
have, yes. So we do lots of sort of different projects and different arms of work. We have a base in Marfleet in the east of the city, and we're launching, from the 18th of August, we're launching a programme called Future Shift, which is a programme of coaching and practical support for people who've lost work or maybe about to as a result of COVID. So that's a strand of an existing project that we've already got around supporting people back into employment or to start a small business as well. And that's funded by the ESF, the European Structural Fund. And then we've received that through the Community-Led Local Development Fund. And so I suppose Future Shift specifically was developed as a result of COVID, as I mentioned. And it's about reframing sort of what can be a really frightening time in your life into your chance to reconnect with the things that you love to do, the skills that you want to develop, and sort of what kind of work is right for you as well. It's a sort of a chance to explore and take control. I think we've felt very out of control, haven't we, over the last sort of few months. We've felt that things in our lives are not the way that they once were. I suppose losing work can have a huge impact sort of on your sense of identity and who you are. So this programme is about taking a more sort of holistic look at work within the context of our lives and trying to make work choices which are which fit in with our lives and which enable us to be parents, to do the caring responsibilities that we have, to rest, to make time for working on ourselves, keeping ourselves healthy in mind and body. So it's about trying to balance all of those things within our lives and choosing work which fulfills us and allows us to do the things that matter to us.
And this is at a time when, when 1,300 job losses, for example, I think that was that Smith's? There's another one today, wasn't there? Every day, front of the newspapers and the websites. So it's not on the front of the newspapers anymore because it's so routine. Jobs are being shed in their thousands up and down the country on an almost daily basis. This is now the time to get your CV up to date and be thinking about the future.
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? And in terms of sort of fear and stress, your sort of sense of possibility and creativity can sort of massively shut down. And so this project is about more than just sort of doing your CV, job searching, interview skills. I mean, we know that if redundancy is a financial emergency for you and those are the things that you really need, then we can offer one-to-one support around those very practical elements. But we also offer a longer-term programme of coaching and peer support around sort of exploring the other things that I mentioned. And because I think, we've seen that the way that we work at the moment isn't compatible with a sort of good home-life balance. And, a lot of people who've got kids have found that over the last few months.
Especially with the schools being off. How do people find you, Holly?
So we've got a website set up just around this programme where you can find out a lot more. That's futureshift.mutualaidhub.org.uk.
Brilliant. Thank you for telling us about it. Holly Walton of Timebank Employment Riding.